Okay, so today I'm going to show you the quick selection tool in Photoshop. It does exactly what it says, lets you select part of your image really quickly so that you can make whatever adjustments you want to that part of the image. So let's jump into the computer and I can show you exactly how awesome it is. Alright guys, so here we are in my computer, and the first thing you're going to want to do is open up Photoshop. Once you've got Photoshop open, you're going to want to import some images, so just go and find your images and you can drag and drop them into this screen to make a composition. I don't currently have any, so I'm just going to go to UNSPLASH.com and grab a couple of images. And I'm looking for a person that I can cut out and put against a background, so I'm just going to type person standing. Unsplash is a great place to get stock images to practice with and just play around with for your compositing. So here we've got some people standing. You see you've got quite a lot, ones that are, you know, silhouettes. I'm looking for one with someone who's sort of really contrasted against their background. So something, you know, like this one here with the fire wouldn't work very well. So I'm just going to take this one by Schmidt, Rasmussen. And I'm just going to download that, and now I need a background for Mads, and I'm just going to type in rock and see what comes up. Okay, cool. So I'm really liking the look of this one here, so I'm going to take that one, download that, and I'm just going to drag these into Photoshop like so. And we'll drag the background as well, place that. Okay, cool, so we'll just unlock, we'll place this first, then we'll unlock this, boom, and then that lets us move these around so we can start selecting Mads out of his background. Right, so you're just going to want to take the quick selection tool, which is this one here. You can just hit W to activate that, and then you want to hit Control Alt and click, and then you move your mouse or trackpad left to right, and that'll let you resize your brush. So then you just click what you want to select, and you can see, boom, that selects it almost instantly. And then just to refine the selection, you just zoom in and you just click in the places where you would like to create a selection. Alright, so we'll just make sure we get the camera and the hand in there. I'm just going to zoom in a bit further. I'm not going to do a very thorough job masking this, because you can get really into it and try and, you know, really make it perfect. But just for time purposes, I'm just going to do a really rough selection. And then when you've got your selection ready, you just want to hit select and mask up here. Alright, so you can see that's masked my selection, and it's put an overlay over it, this red overlay. If you don't like the red overlay, you can go marching ants or onion skin, whatever you want really, but I really like the overlay. It shows the contrast really well. And I'm just going to go in and just fill in these holes in the armpit. So the way you want to do that is you want to hit Alt, and then that's going to make it so your brush will fill in these holes instead of you know, the plus, which does that. And then you can come and just sort of refine it a bit here, and that's looking pretty good. And then I usually just bring the edge of the mask in a bit like that, just a tad, and you can decontaminate the edge colors as well by clicking that, and that just gets rid of any chromatic aberration and that sort of thing. So now I'm going to output this to a new layer. I do a new layer with layer mask just so I can re-edit the mask if I need to. Alright, so there you go. Mads is standing on the sea looking at the rock. So to make this look a little bit more realistic, we'll want to select the background, hit V to bring up your pointer tool, and then you just want to hit shift and grab the control points. If you don't hit shift, it moves all over the place. So hit shift. Just need to undo that because I distorted my image. Right, cool. So there we go. Happy with that. And then we want to select the selection layer. And now look, we can make Mads fly in the sky, or we can bring him down to the edge of the frame, but I'm just going to put him on top of the rock. And he's absolutely massive, so we're just going to shrink him down so he looks like a normal human being. About the right size in relation to his environment. So that's looking pretty okay to me. I just want him to be a tad bit lower, so I'll just do that. That looks really good. Boom. Excellent. Okay, so you can spend a lot of time refining the edges on this, so you can go in and make adjustments to the image to make it so the color matches the rest of the environment. The way you would do that is by adding an adjustment layer to your selection, and I'll just do a quick brightness and contrast one. So you just click brightness and contrast or any of these adjustments here, and then if you see I start to move that around, it applies to the entire image. Just hit Alt and click on the line between the two, between the layer and the adjustment layer, and that'll lock that adjustment to the selection that you have. So you can see I can make him really bright, or just lower the brightness and contrast on him a bit. And already that's just made that look a little bit better. So that's before, that's after. So there, he looks like he's really blending into his environment. He's still probably a little bit too big, so you could shrink him down more. But yeah, just have a play with it and get creative and see what you can make. Alright guys, so that's the quick selection tool in Photoshop. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button below, and if you found it useful, drop me a comment in the comment section and let me know, or if you didn't, drop one there as well. And you can subscribe to my channel to receive notifications when I've released new videos, and I'm super active on Instagram, so follow me there at leaf.x, and I'll see you guys next time.